Good Sunday morning, everybody. September 1st, my favorite month, September, October. It's about 7:30 a.m. I'm about to show you how smart cows actually can be, even though they love to act stupid. They know what's coming here this morning. Where's them bowls? One, the other one's over there. Knocked the dew off the fence. Here's the other one. Hey, come on now. Let's go. They knew it was coming. I even took the road here instead of going through the pastures. It didn't matter. This is the last of the real good grazing, as I'm going to put it. Very lucky and fortunate that this came up. This is a second growth here. And this is always intended. This field is always baled for the first crop, fertilized, left alone for grazing. We usually get another 2 rounds of grazing on it. I'm not sure about a number 2 grazing here, but they've definitely got 4 days back here. 5 is pushing it. Very nice, brisk September 1st morning. It's 44 degrees. If anybody's interested, September is my favorite month. Why? Just is. September, October. Nice Sunday morning. Started off this morning at about 5:30 a.m. Feeding the smaller steer calves, the Holstein steer calves. Not a whole lot of chores in the morning anymore. Hardly any at all. Run a little bit of water, a little grain to the calves, some hay. We got a couple lingering, and they don't know how to get in here. Go ahead and go under. Beautiful young heifer calf right here. I stated yesterday on a video that I'm keeping back all heifers. So yeah, very minimal chores at about 5:30. Sunday morning, back in the house for some coffee and sit down with some paperwork, and here we are now. All these girls and some of these young boys are in good shape here for, like I said, 4 or 5 days or so. We got a hay day here today, folks. As long as we get some dry down. I'm seeing nothing but clouds on the report, but we'll see what happens. I've got that small little chunk of alfalfa that's down. Very, very hopeful to rake by 11, 12 o'clock. Hopefully bale right before chores or right after. With this hellacious dew, cooler temperatures, and the fact that we are going to have some cloudiness today, baling after chores is a grave possibility. I need to run the open cab 6400 with the loader on it to a neighbor farmer that's wrapping some bales here today. He's got some equipment down right now. He's been battling equipment and breakdowns all year. Doing my part as a neighbor and everything else. I'm gonna bring that tractor over to his place so he can use it today. I need to head over there about 9 o'clock this morning, but yeah. Other than that, just keeping up with a bunch of little what I'll call honeydews and stuff that's lingering, has been since, you know, harvest was number one. You let all that little stuff go. That's the way that works. Hopefully these two calves will follow Mama in here. Come on in here. Sunday morning coffee. You know, I got to be honest with you. I went and checked on a bunch of grassy hay ground yesterday. And folks, there's probably going to be some square baling left yet. It's going to be tricky, but I'm seeing some worthwhile property of knocking down, especially the big the north and the south hill. Now, not the north grazing hill, but on the other side of the road, the north and the south hill. Both those hills on the west are suitable for a good cutting. That's some beautiful second crop grass that's up. The yield is not going to be very great at all, but between the both of them, their west halves, we're looking at possibly, if I had to guess, maybe 300 bales. We're gonna see how things go here. Get one of the bulls howling. They sure did some fancy work yesterday. You know, when the bulls are out and everything else, that's when you carry your booklet. You do your best to mark down what you can see and put it on the, you know, the gestation. Oh, my words are messed up this morning. Calendar. I'd have to say there was four animals that were bred yesterday by the bulls. I was out here last evening before I shut down, and they were still going like hell, and they're in good shape, even the young one. I believe the young one is so excited though, the pain that he's got in his left hip. He doesn't, he's not acknowledging it. the bigger guy, he's good to go. Let's just hope it continues. Last night I also took a little bit of a ride to that neighbor that I'm bringing that tractor to here this morning, and that's where I'm getting that other bull if need be. In fact, I'm going to throw that comment away. I like what I call an insurance policy. Bringing another bull in a little bit. I'm going to let these two guys do their thing. Bringing another bull in is what I'm going to call a nice insurance policy. Clean up anything that was missed, didn't take. It's imperative. So regardless of what happens, that other bull will be brought in. We'll see what happens here. We'll see how long the young one goes. That other bull can be brought in within maybe a week and maybe 2 weeks away. We'll see what happens. I'm going to let these two guys do their job first. Well, leaves are starting to change a little bit. You can start seeing it. Fall is here. The fall weather's here. It's a beautiful time of year. Starting to see bucks all over the place. Everybody knows I enjoy my little ranger rides in the evening, and was it 2-3 nights ago, in a span of 20 minutes I seen a 10-pointer and 3 or 4 8s, and a bunch of other ones. I seen a pretty big rack last night as well. It was a hell of a sight to see. So yeah, our really harsh winter that we had, and we did, it was a son of a gun. As far as the winter deer kill, of course it was probably significant, but we're not seeing it. There's deer all over the place. So yeah, and a lot of bucks this year. All right, folks, that's it for a nice little Sunday morning here. You're witnessing one of the last real good pasture grazings for these cattle. Now, they are going to be grazing here for the next 12, 13, 14 days. Wherever we can, we're going to open up all the paddocks singly, let them clean it all off, and then all these animals are going to get put into the cow yard and cow lot again. And we're going to start feeding out that sorghum silage. So yeah, hopefully this little square here will last them about 4 days, maybe 5. I don't know. See what happens. I hope everybody's having a real nice Labor Day weekend. Hope you had some nice plans. Yeah. Hope everything's going okay. Enjoy your Sunday, and of course tomorrow being Labor Day, most of everybody is off of work. I hope you're enjoying it. And I don't know, we'll come up with some videos a little bit later here today. Of course, the raking and the baling, and then we need to do a couple more crop checks. The oats that I put in, and of course the secondary cornfield, which I have a feeling we're all going to get a little chuckle out of, but we'll see what happens. But folks, we're going to talk to you sooner and later. Have a good morning.